Lois and John Henry can't seem to agree on the best way to stop Edge, and an old friend is brought in to help with the search. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing Superman and Lois, Episode 12. So, Episode 12 opens up with John Henry looking for somebody when he gets the call from Lois about Superman turning. So, he drops everything to go back to Smallville. And I really think that shows that Lois trusts him enough that she's calling him to help them out. Even though Superman in the last episode did tell her to call him as well, because he knew that in the worst case scenario they may have to do something drastic. And John Henry wouldn't stop until he completed his mission that he originally came here for. But this episode really plays on the whole family aspect quite a bit. We see a lot of it with Lana's family and with Lois and the boys. So I really liked the fact that this episode went right back to like the family values of it. You know, we even cut to Superman and Edge talking about a consciousness that he put into Superman, and that he can't fight it forever. And that really shows that Superman is extremely strong, but a lot of people also underestimate him. And Edge has been telling him he promised to submit and that he needs to just let it go. And Superman's not willing to do that. You know, he's trying to fight for the ones he loves. Again, that comes into the whole family thing. And that actually plays out later on in the episode, as you end up finding out from Lois. So I really thought that was fantastic. General Lane and, of course, John Henry prepare for the worst case scenario, while Lois and the boys try to get people to get on their side for saving Superman. And I, again, really thought that was a great dynamic here. And we actually even get to see somebody from the Arrowverse guest star in this. And I was under the impression from the stuff I've read and that this was a standalone series from the Arrowverse. Now they're tying it into it, which is interesting because it's like they've never mentioned anything about like the Flash and other stuff, even though they have a kid who has super speed, you know what I mean? So it's really kind of interesting to see where this is going to go now. But we not only get to see Jonathan reach out to Irons, he actually goes up and does a great speech with John. And it's very emotional appeal to him. But Lois does a huge reveal to John to get him to help her save Superman. And we do actually get to see that these two speeches that he's gotten really resonate with him. And I think he's starting to get hope again, you know, like to be hopeful versus just being full of despair from what happened to his world. You know, and I completely understand where he's coming from and wanting to save a different Earth. But at the same time, it's like, you know, he wants to do exactly what needs to be done and that nobody else is willing to do, you know, and it really shows. And this episode is jam-packed with people making emotional appeals to one another, which I thought was amazing. The idea that you can be a hero with words as much as with physical strength and other stuff is kind of one of my favorite Superman tropes. You know, they've used it for years in the Superman comics and even other comics where people make speeches that inspire everybody. And I thought it was a very good throwback to all of those speeches that, you know, we've had throughout the years in the comic books. So I really, really liked that. This, you know, episode 12 weaves together just about every major storyline of the season. And we get to see Edge do something with the Eradicator. at the end of the episode that is very interesting. It's a very good cliffhanger. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen next in this, because I think this season's really going to be all about Edge and a new, like, and him being a super, a super villain, obviously. But I think we're going to get an origin story of something else, too. Because there was a huge name drop in this as well that I was like, wow, really? I was like, that's actually pretty awesome. But, yeah, there's a huge name drop in this. This episode, the effects in this were good, We didn't get much, though. We didn't really get that many special effects. But what we got really wasn't that bad, actually. It was pretty close to cinematic. There was one scene, I believe, when Superman's in the desert that it looks like it's green screen. But again, you can't really help that, I mean, the budgets that these have, they have to kind of pick and choose what they can use it on. So you can definitely tell throughout some of the episodes that there are green screens, but again, there's not much you can do about that, So the acting in this episode, though, goes to Lois and John. They were phenomenal. Lois had her, like, really emotional plea to save Superman, especially to John. And then Jonathan steps up and helps Jordan train his powers to help them find their father, which I thought was great as well. So Superman and Lois continues to tease with new mysteries, even as it shows off more of Edge's plans, So I thought that was actually really cool. There are still, like, questions to be answered, like, where's Edge's secretary, Leslie? And what is Edge's next move, We only have 3 episodes left, so I really can't wait to see where this leads. This is a really good episode again. I don't think there has been a bad episode out of Superman and Lois at all this season, which is surprising for the CW. But if you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and also subscribe, as I'll be doing more content. Take care for now, everybody.